up guys? So this is the drum loop we are going to be learning today on what to produce in FL Studio. Let's have a quick look. Right, so as you've seen, this is the drum loop that I'm going to be teaching you guys today, producing it in FL Studio. We will give you all the drum kits that you need, all the drum sounds to produce it, so feel free to download everything from our website and from the links below. But apart from that, you know, this is going to be quite a lengthy tutorial, bit longer than usual to make drum loop, but only reason is because we're trying to perfect the drum loop. You know, when you're making drums, you're trying to listen to stuff that can be changed and filled. When you make drum loops, be very, you know, always go back to it and try to change it to improve it. If you don't go back into it and try to improve a few bits and bobs and change it here and there, it's going to sound plain, it's going to sound simple, and you don't want that. You want the drum loops to be, you know, to sound like wow to the ear kind of thing, you know. That's what you want to achieve. And with this, we've done it really quick. If I was going to make a drum loop like this, I'm still going to work on it. And actually, I'm going to release this beat. I really like it, so why not, you know? But apart from that, this is actually me producing a drum loop for a beat that I'm going to use in the future and sell it on my website, pathbeats.com. It's coming out very soon. So apart from that, let's jump straight into the tutorial and have a look at this tutorial and see what you guys think. You know how we do it. Hey there people, how you all doing? So before I start, I'm using a drum kit called Kush Drum Kit from our website. You can download it, link is below. Just click on download and then you download it, extract it, load it into FL Studio. All the sounds in here are actually royalty free in this drum kit, so feel free to go mental with the sounds. Right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a quick trap kind of drum loop. Okay, I'm gonna teach you guys how to make a really quick trap kind of drums. Set the tempo to about 145. Okay, we're gonna load these hi-hats too into our sequencer. Okay, so we've got the kick, snare. Oh, it's not snare yet, but we're gonna find a snare. So we got really simple 1, 2, and 3. Now swing, leave it at 0. Don't want to go mental with that. And here we go. So we're gonna start really simply just by going. That's it. Thank you for watching, guys. No, I'm just kidding. So we're gonna set the snare out pretty easy. Pretty cool. Now on the hi-hats, right click, fill in every second step so you can kind of get the feel a little bit more. You can fill in each gap at the end, before or after the snare. Usually before the snare is pretty cool. So there's your first drum loop. I'm just going to show you guys, everyone should be using this. It's called X-Up. Sorry, kind of lagged out there. You can go on our website and click on VST plugins, and it's right there, the free 808 X-Up, or you can search for 808, the X-Up, and just scroll down and you can download this. I've used it in previous tutorial. If you haven't already, check out my other tutorial on it, on using the X-Up. Absolutely amazing, and you will love it. Now, check this out. Okay, we're gonna just add a bit more depth to this trap kind of loop. So what you want to do is you want to copy the kick and paste it into the X sub. And now I know exactly where my kick's coming. You see that? So I can just click on it, drag it out. So I want them to be like this slow. See that? Sounds really cool. And you can even like change the sound with like a click of a button on this. So cool. Check this out. I think it's too low. Let's just move it up a bit. So I'm just demonstrating really simple drum loops. Now on the hi-hats, okay, you can go a bit different on the hi-hats, so when you can maximize it and to make really nice like trap. What you could even do at the end here of this bass, I don't really like that, just use the same sound. So I think it'll sound better than going do 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 kind of thing. Okay, and if you do this, then obviously it'll sound a little bit better. So let's have a look. Now we have kind of put everything into one pattern, so we just stick to it. Really simple. Now on the hi-hats, okay, what I would do is I would actually take the frequency up a bit, the mids. Now you want the hi-hats to be same as the snare. So you will always want the hi-hats to be like similar to the snare. That sounds so much better. And what we're gonna do, okay, in the hi-hats, we're gonna add more sounds. So at the side here, we're gonna set it to not quarter, that's too much, half step. We're gonna take the hi-hats out and put it into like pattern 3. So just copy, like cut and paste. I'm just gonna do pattern 3 for the hi-hats. And just set it on like just at the start. We're gonna go in there, Control A to copy everything, Control C and Control V to paste it, and then just put it in there like that. So it goes over two kind of, you know, so we carry it. I can't even talk. So it covers more, covers more of the actual playlist. And we're gonna move this up and down to try to find the right tone. Sounds so much better on the other key. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add few sounds at the top. Now what you kind of want to do is keep the same kind of pattern. So we've done between 1 and 2. So what we're going to do now is between 3 and 4. Kind of same sound near the end, like that. So what we do at the beginning, we do at the end. And you can kind of add a little bit more. And you can kind of like just add a bit more sound at there, so like this. You can even add it before, like this. Now the snare isn't the best snare, we like the hi-hats we're using. This is the kind of hi-hat sound we're looking for, okay? So that 71 Kush hi-hat is the kind of sound you want. Now this is too high, so you might want to move it down a bit. Like this. And what you can do, you know, as we've done these, so you can feel like the beginning of the inside, so one on the inwards, one on the outwards, one on the inwards, like that. And just as you feel it in the sound, you know, what you might want to do is take it to a different channel, move the volume down a bit on it, so you get this volume effect on it. So much better without it, like that. And what you can do, you can add like stereo shaper to it. And do a pre-effect. Now turn the volume down a bit of it. And what you can do on you got the snare, bump up the snare with like a clap. Looking for the right clap, just at the beginning and the end. That's the right clap. And we're going to add a bit of reverb to this. And we're going to up the mids and the ends. Okay, so we get in there. Gonna add like a crash sound at the beginning, like an open hat kind of sound actually, that's what we want. That kind of sound. Just drag it in, drag the volume down, and you can have that loop in every like 4 bars. See that? Pretty simple to make like a trap kind of drums. Now some people, they like to go into the control here and do the pan, and they like to take some of their hi-hats and just move them like like to the left and right kind of sound, like that. It's not a bad idea. Okay, you can, but if I was gonna do it, I'll do it right over here where the sound is like going, you know, you got like the versatile kind of hi-hats. Check this out. See that? So it sounds so much better. So you can go left, right. So the bottom's left, top is right, just so you know. Now don't put it all the way. You want to go like stick to the halfway line, but doesn't have to be perfect. And just kind of smooth it out near the end. But always make sure that it's always like this, you know, and just smooth it out a bit. See that? And we can do the same kind of effect. I like to always start with the right side first and then going over to the actual left side. It just gives it more dynamics, I think personally. And then last one, always start with the right first, as you can see. Now here I didn't start pretty well because I kind of didn't go all the way. Just like this, really simple. We can bump it up a little bit more, not too much. Now some people, they like to do the same thing across here like that and make it really large. I don't really like it that much, so I kind of just do it a little bit. If I do it, just a really tiny little bit. Notice how everything is in sync. Nothing goes left, right twice. Everything's in sync. Just a little bit here, but that's fine. It's in the middle. So that's pretty simple there. Obviously when you add melodies and stuff on top, it will sound much better. I'm just gonna demonstrate a quick melody on top using arcade samples. So I'm not gonna, you know, be really creative. Just load up a loop and just, I don't know, anything. What's this? Now, this is what I managed to record really quickly. So this kind of loop. And when you put it in with the drum loop, this is what you get. Now mostly guys, when you do that, you know, sounds great, awesome, but obviously because the bass we used before doesn't match with the melody now, we're gonna have to take that bass away and put it on top of the melody, paste it in there, and try to hit the same notes as we've got on the actual melody itself. So let's have a look what we've got in here on the actual X sub, and try to hit the same notes. Now what you can do, let's find the right note for the ending here. So we can just select the top here, like that, and loop it and find the right note. deselect the layer. So only select what you need, which is like this, and then this way when we move this up and down it won't affect the rest. So let's have a look what we got. So that's perfect, okay. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this into like channel 5. So we have the bass in separate, like, you know, pattern. And let's just go for like a different kind of sub sound, just to tweak it up a bit. Now, because you can't hear it that well, what you can do is you can use multi-band compressor and set this to like 2.4 and then put a peak meter on it, Fruity Soft Clipper, and let's see how that sounds. So as you can see, pretty cool to make a trap kind of drum loop in FL Studio. Alright guys, I want to thank you for watching this tutorial. Hopefully I've taught you something, you know, very simple to make this trap kind of drum loop in FL Studio. But, you know, if you do it right and use the right sounds, you're going to get to the right place. Always remember to use the right samples and right loops. If it don't sound right to your ear, change it. It needs to sound right to the ear, you know. And if you haven't met that yet, where you can't set, you know, distinct, is it good, is it bad, try to ask different people for opinions. What do they think? And then listen to their feedback and learn. That's the only way I learned, and that's how you will learn. But obviously looking at other people's tutorials on YouTube, such as myself, Carl Beat, and all the other producers out there, you can learn a lot of techniques that every different producer uses to create drum loops and stuff, and you can adapt it and create your own drum loops. But this is how I like to make my drum loops. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Pav Beats. Subscribe for more tutorials. Apart from that, I'm gone, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.